poignant echoes the Mongol invasion of Khwarezm, 1219–1221. A deep, cinematic historical episode. A spark in the desert. The year is 1218. The scorching winds of Central Asia whisper warnings across the dunes. Caravans move slowly along the Silk Road, unaware that the world is about to change forever. At the eastern edge of civilization, a rising power, the Mongol Empire, led by a man the world will soon fear as a legend. Genghis Khan has already conquered vast lands with breathtaking speed. To the west stands another empire, the Khwarezmian Empire, wealthy, powerful, and proud, stretching across Persia, Transoxiana, and the heart of the Silk Road. Its ruler, Shah ad-Din Muhammad II, commands a formidable realm with glittering cities, Samarkand, Bukhara, Urgench, centers of culture, trade, and scholarship. Two worlds, two leaders, two empires. And a single, fatal misunderstanding. The Mongol invasion of Khwarezm would become one of the most catastrophic military encounters in medieval history, marked not just by conquest but by betrayal, scorched earth warfare, engineering genius, terror, and a reshaping of the entire Islamic world. This is the story of how it happened. The road to disaster. The rising Khan. By 1218, Genghis Khan had nearly unified the Mongol tribes and created a disciplined, battle-hardened army. But despite their fearsome skills, the Mongols were not yet committed to war with Khwarezm. Khan instead sought diplomatic relations, trade, mutual respect, and peaceful cooperation. He sent a caravan of merchants to the Khwarezmian border town of Otrar, bearing gifts and letters of goodwill. But Otrar's governor, Analchuk, was a man of suspicion, pride, and paranoia. He accused the Mongols of espionage without evidence. And then he committed the act that set the world on fire. He executed the entire caravan and confiscated their goods. Diplomacy turns to fury. Genghis Khan, deeply insulted but still restrained, sent 3 envoys demanding justice. Shah Muhammad made an even greater mistake. He executed one envoy, shaved the beard of another, a supreme insult, and sent the third back with threats. With these actions, diplomacy ended. Genghis Khan swore vengeance. Not mild punishment. Not political redress. Total destruction. He gathered an army estimated between 120,000 and 150,000, perhaps the most disciplined force on earth. The invasion would not be a raid. It would be a reckoning. The storm breaks. Invasion of 1219. The Mongol war machine. Before the invasion, it is crucial to understand why the Mongol army was so unstoppable. Elite horse archers who could fire accurately at full gallop. Fanatical discipline and absolute loyalty to the Khan. Sophisticated intelligence networks and mapmaking. Engineers from China, experts in siege engines and gunpowder. Mastery of psychological warfare. Every Mongol attack was not just a battle, it was a performance designed to terrify. Crossing the Jaxartes. In the autumn of 1219, the Mongols crossed the Sur-Darya Jaxartes River. Their target, Otrar, the city where the disaster began. The siege of Otrar. Otrar's governor Analchuk fortified the city, confident the walls would protect him. They did not. The Mongols besieged Otrar for 5 brutal months, cutting supply lines and bombarding the walls with Chinese catapults. When the Mongols finally breached the defenses, the city fell street by street. Loyalists resisted hopelessly. Analchuk was captured. Genghis Khan ordered a punishment fitting the crime. Molten silver poured into his eyes and ears. The vengeance had begun. The fall of Bukhara. After Otrar, the Mongols advanced on Bukhara, one of the jewels of the Islamic world. The Mongols did the unthinkable. They approached Bukhara from the desert, a route Shah Muhammad considered impossible. The city surrendered after a short resistance. What followed became one of the most haunting scenes in medieval chronicles. Genghis Khan entered the mosque, climbed to the top, and said, "I am the punishment of God. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you. The Mongols spared artisans and skilled workers, but many others perished. Bukhara burned. Samarkand, the heart of Khwarezm. Samarkand, the empire's capital, boasted massive walls, tens of thousands of defenders, war elephants, elite soldiers. None of it mattered. The Mongols unleashed siege towers, catapults, and psychological warfare. Defenders panicked. Many fled. Some betrayed their own city. Samarkand fell within days. Shah Muhammad fled westward, leaving his empire to collapse. Collapse of the Khwarezmian Empire. The Great Retreat. As the Mongols advanced, the Shah fled. First to Nishapur, then Merv, then across Persia, and finally to a lonely island in the Caspian Sea. Exhausted, humiliated, and haunted by his mistakes, he died in 1220. Genghis Khan reportedly said he regretted not capturing him alive. The destruction of cities. The Mongols did not simply take cities, they erased them. Merv, sometimes called the city of a million, Merv was among the largest cities in the world. The Mongols captured it and executed tens of thousands. Chroniclers claim, perhaps with exaggeration, that the Mongols executed each resident by dividing the population among soldiers and ordering, "Each of you kill 20. Nishapur. After the Mongol general Tokshar was killed during the fighting, his furious widow demanded complete annihilation. The city was leveled. Even the dead were exhumed and destroyed. Urgench, the capital of the Khwarezmian dynasty, put up a long, desperate fight. Because its terrain was flooded and unsuitable for cavalry, the Mongols suffered heavy losses. They responded with overwhelming brutality. Diverted the river, flooded the city, destroyed the defenders to the last man. Urgench became a ruin. The pursuit of Jalal ad-Din. With Shah Muhammad dead, his son Jalal ad-Din became the new leader. Unlike his father, he was brave, loyal, and militarily gifted. He rallied surviving forces and fought several intense battles against the Mongols. Battle of the Indus River, 1221. In one of the most dramatic escapes in medieval history, Jalal ad-Din fought the Mongols in a fierce battle. His army was crushed. With no escape left, he spurred his horse and leapt off a cliff into the Indus River, escaping across the water. Genghis Khan admired his courage and forbade pursuit. But the Khwarezmian Empire was finished. Legacy of the invasion. A region transformed. The Mongol invasion reshaped Central Asia and Persia for centuries. Entire cities vanished. Populations were displaced. New trade routes formed. The Islamic world reevaluated its military structures and politics. Mongol administrative reforms, though brutal, set the stage for later Persian revival under the Ilkhanate. Why the Mongols won. Historians identify several key reasons. 1. Superior mobility. Mongol armies moved faster than anyone thought possible. 2. Brilliant intelligence networks. 3. Unified command under Genghis Khan. 4. Khwarezmian internal weaknesses. Political infighting between the Shah and his mother, ambitious nobles, and weak strategic planning. 5. Psychological warfare. Cities surrendered out of terror before the Mongols arrived. A tragedy of pride. In the end, the invasion might never have happened if not for one decision. The murder of the Mongol caravan. A single act of arrogance unleashed chaos that reshaped the entire medieval world. The echo that still lives. The Mongol invasion of Khwarezm was not merely a military campaign. It was a cataclysm, a turning point in Eurasian history. It shattered empires. It redrew borders. It changed the balance of power for centuries. And in the silence of ruined cities, Bukhara, Samarkand, Merv, the echoes of that destruction still linger. This has been Ancient Echoes.